Well, good morning everyone. Last day you were asked to go through these points, but at the same time, I gave my word that while doing the exercise, I will explain these terms. So I am going to explain these. If a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factors of that number. Means, suppose there is a number, let's say 24. I hope it is visible. 24, and it is divisible by your 6, right? Then as per this point, 24 will be divisible by all the factors of 6. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and your 6. Now check whether 24 is divisible by all these 4 or not. By 1, yes. By 2, of course. By 3, 8 times, and by 6, 4 times, right? But remember that this is possible for the factors only. If a number is divisible by a number, that is your 6, then it will be divisible by all the factors of your 6, but it doesn't mean it will be divisible by all the multiples of 6. For example, again 24 is the number which is divisible by 6, but if I am considering 36, 36 is a multiple of your 6, but 24 is not divisible by your 36. Therefore, the number will be divisible only and only by the factors of the given number, not by the multiples of the given number. Now, moving ahead to the second point. If a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, I hope you are clear with the term co-prime. Co-prime are those numbers which are having only one as the common factor, right? So, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. Come to the example. Here they have taken 80 is the number which is divisible by both 4 and 5. Now you have to check whether it is divisible by 20 or not, because 4 by 5, 4 multiplied by 5 will give you 20, and as per this it should be divisible by their product as well. So 80 is, yes, divisible by 20 by 4 times. Therefore, if there are two co-prime numbers, then a number which is divisible by the two co-prime numbers, it will always be divisible by their product as well. Coming to the third point, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, there are two numbers which are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. Now let's take 9 and 6 are your numbers which are divisible by 3, right? Now you have to check whether their sum is divisible by 3 or not. So 9 plus 6 will give you 15, and yes, you know 15 is divisible by 3 5 times. Therefore, if the two numbers are divisible by a given number, then their sum will also be divisible by the same number. Fourth point says, if the two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their difference is also divisible by that number. So what you have to do here, you have to check the difference. So 9 minus 6 is 3, and 3 will definitely divisible by 3, that is your 1. Right? So if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their addition as well as their subtraction, that is their difference, will always be divisible by the given number. So these are the points that we are going to use in our next exercise. Here is the exercise 3.5. Question 1 is, which of the following statements are true? A part, if a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. Is it? Definitely no. Reason is because 9 is the multiple of 3, not the factor of 3. And to check this, suppose there is a number which I have taken 6. Now 6 is divisible by 3, but it is not divisible by 9. Right? So it is not divisible. You will write no here or false here, whatever you want to write, but at the same time give the necessary reason. Now coming to the C part, B part you have to do by yourself. A number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. A number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. No, because 3 and 6 are not your co-prime number, right? For the example, I have taken 12. Now 12 is divisible by 3. It is divisible by 6 as well. But it is not divisible by 18. Right? What they are saying is, they are saying, suppose there is a number which is divisible by both 3 and 6, then it should be divisible by 18. Then yes, it is not. So this statement is not true. Now D part, if a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. See, 90 is the product of 9 and 10, right? At the same time 9 and 10 both are your co-prime. So remember the property of co-prime. If a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it will always be divisible by their product as well. So yes, this statement is true, and you can check. Suppose 180 is the number which is divisible by both 9 and 10, then it will always be divisible by 90 as well. If two numbers are co-prime, then at least one of them must be prime. Is it so? Definitely not. See this. Both the numbers are co-prime to each other, but none of them is prime. So it is no or false. All numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. No. And what's the reason behind that? That you have to find out by yourself. Use the concept of factor and multiples. Now G part. All numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. Again, I am leaving this part for you. You have to do it by yourself. But yes, for your hint, you have to use the concept of multiples and factors here. H part. If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. Yes, point number 3 says, if a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum as well. Suppose 8 and your 12. These are the two numbers which are divisible by 4. Now check their sum. 12 plus 8 is your 20, and that is divisible by 4. So yes, this statement is true. Now I part, if a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, then it must exactly divide the two numbers separately. Means now they have reversed the condition. They are saying to you that the sum is divisible, then you have to find out whether they will be dividing the numbers separately or not. Suppose there are two numbers 7 and 5, right? Now the sum is 7 plus 5 is your 12, and which is divisible by 2 6 times. But it is not dividing, the 2 is not dividing the numbers separately. Therefore, statement is not true. There is a difference in between these 2 points. Go through these points again and again and understand what they are trying to ask.